What's up, you beautiful people? Back at it again with another review. Today we got the Puma Deviate Nitro 3, as I promised in my previous video. This was going to be the first run review, but caveat, I've been running in these for well over 2 months. I've been doing most of my marathon training in my Nitro Deviate 3s, and this should be more like a 100-mile review than a first run review. So that's what I'm going to title it as. But yes, you know how it goes. We're going to talk about the aesthetics. We're going to talk about the midsoles. We're going to talk about the sole, and we're going to talk about its durability and who this shoe is for. And then we're going to have closing thoughts. Let's talk about the aesthetics. So I got the white colorway. That's typically the colorway that I get for my review shoes, only because it's the best colorway to see some of the imperfections. And I have to say that this shoe looks really good, brand new. Right now it's kind of musty and dusty. That's only because I've been running in it, but regardless, this is a well-looking shoe. I love all of its details, from that Puma swoosh tab detail. That's a little fin that gives it some stability. And then you have the power tape. It gives it some stability on the medial side. Although this is not a stability shoe, it provides a lot of stability, which I enjoy. It does have a gusseted tongue, so the tongue is attached to the shoe, so you don't have to worry about the tongue becoming loose while you're running. So that's a plus as well. The laces, standard shoelaces, nothing special about it, although they do hold a firm grip once tied. You don't have to worry about running and then them becoming untied. Also, you got little hits of Puma branding on the heel counter, more Puma branding on the toe box in silver. I'm sure in other colorways these might be more prominent because of the color blocking, but again, this is an all white shoe, more like gray now, but all white shoe so we can see the imperfections. And for a nice quick 360, you see no rips, no tears, no holes. It's just standard wear and tear. You know what I do. I run in rain, I run in sand, I run in everything but snow. This is what you get as a result. Now let's talk a little bit more in detail in regards to the upper. So the upper is a slightly breathable mesh. This would not be my first pick if I was running in the summer. I do live in Florida. It gets extremely humid and hot in the summer. This shoe would probably not be my first choice, only because that thick knit upper will play a big part. Also, it is perforated at the toe box, but that is honestly about it. Not much breathability going on aside from that. Although the knit upper is not as breathable as I'd like, it still is comfortable. But the toe cap, very narrow. So rubbing on the outside, but big toe should be okay. I wear size 13, and there will be, unfortunately, some rubbing on that side, okay? So keep that in mind. And this has been a complaint across the board, so keep that in mind. Let's get into the midsole, okay? That is where the money is at. The upper has returned some monetary value, but the money is made in the midsole. Granted, this shoe is 160 bucks, and I think aside from the Adidas Evo SL, I think this is probably the best bang for buck you can possibly get in a daily trainer in regards to durability and just comfort and performance. Let's talk about stack height, because that does play a big part, especially if you're a bigger runner like me. I'm about 6'6", I weigh about 210, 215 pounds. So I am a pavement pounder, as they call it. I'm a big guy. I go out there, I put a lot of force down, and this shoe responds extremely well because of the midsole. Now, the stack height is a 10 millimeter drop. You have 37.5 in the rear, and then 27.5 in the forefoot, giving you a 10 millimeter drop. So that means from the heel to the foot, there's a 10 millimeter drop. So this is a dual density foam. So two types of foam Puma uses. Bottom layer is going to be that Nitro foam. The top layer is going to be Puma's Nitro Elite foam. That one you can also find in the Elite 3. They don't really talk about utilizing that foam in this shoe as much as they should, but they do. And what that does, it gives you a lot of feedback, a lot of energy return. Now, it is not the softest foam, but it does compress extremely well. And I've taken this thing on multiple long runs and I have felt fresh and rejuvenated because of the setup. Now, I talk about how they utilize the Nitro Elite foam, and that is the sleeper foam that nobody talks about when it comes to the Deviate Nitro 3. They use the Elite foam on the top half of this shoe, which is amazing. They use nitro injected aliphalic A TPU, and the energy return, it is top notch, I promise you. Which makes it crazy that this shoe is only 160 bucks. Amazing. Another thing we should mention, this is a carbon fiber plated shoe. As you can see, power plate is utilized, and it is a curved plate, which gives it a lot of additional stability and also energy return. Again, like you get the Nitro Elite foam from Puma, and then you get a carbon fiber plate. It's amazing for 160 bucks. I mean, it's a great shoe all around. And then last but not least, you got that Puma grip. Puma grip is amazing. And then last but not least, durability. As you saw from the 360, the shoe is holding up extremely well. I've put over more than 100 miles. Alongside with maybe the Endorphin Speed 4s here and there. I love that shoe, by the way. I hated on it in the beginning. I hated on it in the beginning, but I absolutely love that shoe now. But again, the Puma Deviate 3 does it all and it gets the job done. Now, who is this shoe for? This shoe is for someone in my category, I would say, a heavier runner, a pavement pounder, somebody who is well over 200 pounds. Also, I love this shoe because it's lightweight and it keeps the cadence high, as well as the dual density. It keeps the energy return high as well. Also, if you want a jack of all trades, if you want a shoe, a one and done shoe, this shoe is also for you. It is great for that all around training. You can do your tempo runs, your long runs, some easy running in this, like recovery runs in this. Most of your easy runs you can do. It's a one-stop shop. I love this shoe. It's probably one of my favorite carbon plated shoes. Now, I used to, you know me, if you watch any of my other reviews, you know I rave about the Boston 12s. I love the Boston series, but this might take the cake, okay? Now, because that 10mm drop plus that dual density foam, like I said before, it is just creme de la creme, baby. It does it all when you need it, okay? Now you can be going, you know, slugging along, it's in the middle of a long run, right? And then you need to step on it. It's there for you. It's responsive, right? And that's what I love about the shoe so much. It's 160 bucks, and if it's something that you're looking into, I would try to link any savings, any discounts in the description below. Also, my affiliate link is down there as well. If you want to purchase from that, I do get a credit, FYI. Also, link to the website, which you have the write-up for this as well. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.